Hey everyone, my name is Keshante Chantel and welcome to my channel. So guys, we are going to be doing this fun, bronzy, cute, glowy look today. So hopefully you're ready to get your bronze on for the spring and summertime. And we're going to be using some new products. We are going to be revisiting some products that we typically use on our tutorial. So if that is something that you are interested in seeing, if you are ready to glow and go, then stick around because we're about to jump straight into this tutorial. And yeah, all right, so I'm gonna start off with my Dramatically Different moisturizer from Clinique. I have been using this very consistently. I like the fact that it's lotion based. I have been using it morning and night. You guys know I typically do my Bobbi Brown moisturizer, and it's a really good one. But this one right here, it is about to be summertime. I live in South Carolina. It's starting to get hot out here, and the last thing you want is a heavy moisturizer, especially if you wear full coverage makeup. So I am enjoying this moisturizer, and I think that you would too, because this one is for very dry to dry combination. I also have the oil-free one, which is really good, but it's basically for all skin types. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this Shiseido foundation. Let me tell you about this foundation real quick. So I saw a girl using this on TikTok, and you know, I work in cosmetics and stuff. So at the company that I work for, we sell Shiseido. And I pass by this every single day, and I never ever gave it a second thought. But when I saw that girl use it, I said, oh baby, if it'll do that for her skin, it'll do the same thing for me. And I've been loving it. So this foundation is oil free. It is full coverage. It just gives such a beautiful like finish. Just look how it blends in. Now, what I've noticed about a lot of foundations that I use on this channel, depending on the lighting, sometimes it will kind of give off like a little orangey feel. Oh, but baby, look at this. It is just, it's doing it for my skin. It looks so good. It looks so natural. Like literally whenever I do my makeup, and I've been using this consistently for over a week now, back to back, nothing else, I just look like I have a filter on. And I've gotten so many compliments off of my makeup alone. So this is definitely one that I think that I'm gonna keep wearing, because you know, if you know, you know, I'm a NARS girly. I love NARS and I love KVD Beauty, the Good Apple Liquid. But this one, oh yeah. So literally I have on the foundation, full face, full coverage. I absolutely love it. Now for my concealer, nothing has changed. I'm still gonna be using e.l.f. I do really like this concealer. It just full coverage. Now I've heard some people say that it's a little too drying for them. I mean, there's a lot of concealers that people recommend that I think are super drying, but at the end of the day, I don't want a super creamy concealer. Like I think I own every single shade of the NARS concealer, because at one point I was freelancing, so that was the only concealer that I was buying, the Radiant Creamy Concealer. And it just doesn't do it for me. It looks beautiful on everyone else, but it doesn't do it for me. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about the House Labs, which that one is another, I want to get into their foundation. But I feel like after a while, just the way the economy is going, I want to use what I have. I want to use what I have before I start buying a bunch of other stuff, because after a while you just end up with a lot of product and then you start moving on to the next thing. And right now, baby, I want to go on vacation. I need my little munyon, okay? If you look at the placement of where I put the concealer, under the eyes, the middle of the forehead, middle of the chin kind of situation. And then I like to cream bronze. So right now I'm going to be using two different cream bronzers, same brand, just different shades. I'm going to use the 450. I'm going to start off with that shade. This is the Taunted All Makeup Stick. And then I'm going to use the Taunted All 550. So the 450 and the 550. I'm gonna start off with the 450 just for the build up. That's gonna give me just a little bit of like a bronzy tone. This one is a neutral tone, and then the 550 I believe is more of a cool, yes, it's a cool tone. So if you know anything about contouring and bronzing, like with the cool tones, that's gonna be more of your contour because it creates shadows. And then I just take a fluffy brush and just start blending these two products together. For the summertime and the springtime, because I work so much, I don't have time to go to the beach. I don't have time to go tanning. Plus tanning is not necessarily good for you, even though it's included in my gym package. It's just never been my thing. So I like to kind of fake the bronzy suntan look by basically using creams, and it just warms up the skin. And then of course guys, I will go over this and set it with a powder, but for now I'm gonna go in with a 550 and just slightly under where I put that, I'll do a line. And it's kind of on the top of the cheekbones because you'll take this product and you will blend it upward. I don't know why my chin, where I got the filler in my chin, it's been feeling a little weird lately, but that's neither here nor there. So I just blend that in. I do like to have like that little sun bronzy kind of look on the chin, but this around the forehead, you'll start blending that product downward. You want to make sure that you do get it in the hairline too. I mean, the worst thing is having that line of separation and people just looking at you like you look crazy. And then with this part, you'll take it and you'll blend it upward. And the reason you want to do that is because if you blend it downward, it's going to make your cheeks look like they're dragging, and you don't want that. So we just take it and push it up into the cheek. And then I do take mine down on top of like my little apples of my cheek, but I do put blush there as well. So even if it looks a little too dark, it will even itself out. So my powder of choice, my setting powder, I am going to go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. I haven't used this in a while, but I mean, it's still a really good setting powder. I've been loving the Anastasia ones lately, but because when I do more of like a bronzy look, I need that yellow undertone to just kind of balance the bronzy shade. Y'all, I am so sick of those damn little fruit flies. They done already started their takeover for the summer. And I just don't understand, like, where y'all coming from? Like, I'm not letting y'all in through the front door. But they are just like, oh my gosh, I could be sitting there eating something and they just in my face, and it'll piss me off so bad. I'd be like, here, damn. Like, just go ahead and get a piece, because you ain't gonna leave me alone. All right, so these are the places. Every place that I put that concealer is the same place that I will go in and just kind of set. All right, so for bronzers, I love me a good bronzer. I'm gonna show you guys kind of my top bronzers, that some I use every single day and the other ones I haven't used in a while, but that's just because they have more shimmer in it. Most of the time when I am setting my bronzer, I like more of a matte bronzer. So for that, I will go in with the Juvia's Place. This one is the Tan 3 or just the Tan Duo palette. I also like the Morphe bronzer. Oops. I also like the Morphe bronzer. This one is in the shade Leader. This one is really, really nice, but this one has more of like a red undertone to it. And then if I want to like use a foundation or something to bronze, then I will go in with a Micro Smooth powder from Sephora. This one is in the shade Ebony, number 60. This one is really nice too. This one is like that, it's gonna give you that blurred out kind of look, almost like you have a filter on. And then I also like the Fenty bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. You guys can see this one is well loved. I do use this a lot. It's kind of one of my everyday ones. And then last but not least, these are the shimmery ones. These are from MAC. So I have Gold Deposit, and then I also have Cheeky Bronze. So we're gonna be using Gold Deposit today because the kind of theme of this video is more of like that bronze goddess look, and that is what we're going for. So I want like that golden kind of look. You can also put this on the body as well. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I want more of like that filtered look, I'm gonna go in with the Ebony from Sephora. This one's the micro smooth one. So I'm gonna put that all over. So any place that I put the foundation and it may have still like a shiny texture, this is gonna give me that matte look. But as you can see, it is starting to bronze up, and that is what we want. We want to look like we were in the sun. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the Gold Deposit. So this one is one that you have to really be careful with if you don't want too much of like a shimmery kind of look, because you can see like it's bronzy, it's shimmery. And if you don't like shimmer, then I would suggest that you use just a matte bronzer. I'm pretty sure like the Blunt by MAC is a really good matte bronzer, but this one is nice. That's why we're using it. So we're just going on top of the forehead. See how that just gives like this really pretty golden kind of look? Do want to take some down the bridge of my nose, and then I'll also put some right here on my Cupid's bow. And then the last place that I want to put this is on the chin. So you can see that is golden, very, very, like very pretty. This is definitely great for the summer, also great at nighttime, because like if you're gonna be anywhere with like low lighting, the lighting is just gonna hit you in the bronzer and just give this beautiful golden look. All right, and then for my blush, I do not want to do anything too pinky. I think pinky is good, but this is the shade Hot Flush from Sephora. Now, if you're not on the Sephora side of makeup, like the Sephora brand is hitting. It is eating. It is such a good quality. I like it better than Ulta brand. I just have to say that. But we're going for like that peachy kind of look. And so we're just gonna place this on the apples of the cheek and see how that just gives you like, it adds to the goldenness. So you can still see that you have like the golden bronzer, but the cheeks look a little bit more flush. All right, so I did my eyebrows off camera. I didn't really feel like that was something that I had to like go too deep into, but I am gonna be using this Leader bronzer from Morphe, and I am just gonna put that kind of under where we put the other bronzer. So that just gives a little bit more dimension, and it helps your face to look more snatched. So I'm going to use the same Gold Deposit bronzer for my eyeshadow. And this is a very simple look, but it can just be kind of everyday because it's just very bronzy. I'm gonna take this eyeliner in the shade Chocolate Truffle, and I'm just gonna line my waterline with it. And then I will take my finger and just kind of smoke it out just a little bit. And then I will go on top as well. Now, the best thing to do with this is to just put the liner in the lash line. Like, take the liner. I mean, if you're used to putting mascara on, this is not gonna be a problem for you. But if not, you can put it on top of the eyelid. But if not, you can definitely just go in the lash line, and that will help to line really easily. I'm gonna throw some lashes on and be right back. All right, so now that I have my lashes on, I want a little bit more of a peachy cheek. I feel like I just need a little bit. So I'm using this Morphe palette. This is the 8R That's Rich palette. And I'm just gonna place this on the apples of my cheek. Same place I put the other blush. All right, so for my lip combo, I'm gonna use the Morphe lip liner. This one is in the shade Bite Me. I'm gonna take a sample of a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick that I got. This one is in the shade 90s Pink, and I'm just gonna put that in the center. Very, very pretty. And then lastly, I'm gonna go in with this Dolly lip gloss from Buxum. And this is the final look. So you can see like how bronzy this is. Very, very pretty. I am loving how it's like dimensional. So it's kind of bronzy on the cheeks, but then when a light hits it, it's very glowy. This is such a cute, fun look that pretty much I would wear this during the daytime and the nighttime. I'm not gonna go in with like any highlighter because this is already like super shiny. But what I am gonna do is take that gold deposit and I am gonna bronze up my shoulders with it. So it gives like a little hint of shimmer on the shoulders. Now, of course, I can't do the collarbones just because of the type of shirt that I'm wearing, but yeah, it gives such a pretty golden look. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Hopefully you get your bronze on for the spring and summertime. I will see you guys in my next video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.